Hello to everyone who is watching this video. Today we have snow coming in Finland, so I have time to do some maintenance for my fly fishing equipment. And today I'm planning to saturate the cork handle of the fly rods with this U-40 Cork Sealer. And right away, before I started shooting this video, I noticed problem because I didn't have much the sealer left in the can and it was pretty dried up. So I read the directions and noticed that this is water based. So I added little water and do a little mixing and hope we have some usable extra seal now. And I do this process always when I have new rod. So here's a couple new tools for my upcoming fishing season, and we do both of the rods. So we can start this Cortland MK2 series nymphing rod. Rod out the tube. This is completely right out of the package. We need only the handle section, so I better put the rest of the pieces right away back to the tube so there won't be any unnecessary accident happening. Then we remove the plastic. I don't want to scratch it right away. Just try to find, this is tight so it's not easy to find the opening. Maybe I just pull it out a bit, do a little cut, and now I start to get pieces off. Just in case, I use these nitrile gloves because these are chemicals, hardcore or not, but it's an easy measure to protect my hands. This might be a little slower. I have this motorized piece, but I think it's too slow. So and here's the fighting butt. I will anyway put the sealer to the butt also. So I can hand roll this. And I have this foam brush, and you find these many craft stores. It makes this process so much faster. So we open the can, just in case I have a little paper also, I can do some preliminary wiping, take the dust. Oh, yeah, it was on spot to do the extra dust cleaning. So it's done. I covered the table with this one, and then I dip the foam brush. The reason I'm doing this process that it protects the handle and it prevents any kind of dirt sticking to the handle, because this liquid saturates the cork wood. And I've been using this method at least a couple of seasons, so I start to have a bit experience for that. And I've been pleased. So nowadays I do this for my every rod, and of course we all like how the cork feels for the hand. So this won't ruin the feeling. It's pretty much after that, after the process, it still feels like cork wood. So that was one thing I wanted to have, that cork feeling. Okay, so now I gently press the brush against the rod and start rolling. And now I had one full circle, so I can put little angle. I check the color that I don't miss any spot. Now it starts to get lighter already, but I won't take, I know there's liquid on the brush, so I won't dip it now. And there I take the corners. I can double check from the beginning. I silently watch because I diluted the liquid, that how it will look. It looks a little thick, and I don't know if it's even okay to add water to this, but usually if it's water based, it's okay to add water. Not much, just thin layer that the wood will soak or suck the cork sealer. It doesn't take much time. And I don't know, I haven't done several layers. I only do this once for my rod, so it's not much. It doesn't take much time to do it now and then. Okay, now I have the big parts covered. I take the small corners with the tip of the brush. It's easy to see the spots you're missing because it will show as lighter parts in the woods. Now I can do one more this kind of leveling. Usually the liquid is more running, but after I do my own work with it, I need to do this kind of extra round, so the end coming looks good. Okay, and then I take the fighting bud. And I like the color this process gives for the handle. It darkens it a bit. Yes, now it's the most of the fighting, but then I just take the... I usually try to do the rolling direction towards myself, so it's easier to have same direction all the time, so I don't switch the direction during the process. I do a couple extra rounds, so I don't want to leave too much stuff for there. I take paper and clear the reel sheet for a bit. And press it against it and keep rolling. Of course, these are high value rods and I want to see best outcoming. So let's see. Here's the butt. It looks there's pretty much stuff, but I hope it goes in there. Okay, we left this dry. I have extra place for here when I can set the rod or not. After my do-it-yourself diluting process, the end coming is not so good what I expected, but it takes 30 minutes to dry. After that you can touch it, and 24 hours to dry completely. Okay, there was just a couple parts I was seeing scratches, but there was a couple places where I have put too much. Usually when you buy these from the shop, it's easier to work with. But I have the can so long time that it start to be a bit thick. Okay, now I start to be satisfied for the results. I'm glad I put these gloves because now I can do little gentle touching, and yeah, okay, yes, and now I start to be very happy with it. There was a couple of scratches sticking to my eyes, and now I got them away with just gentle touch. And there's still this dust. I should have take more time to wipe those out, maybe even a bit moist paper or towel. Okay, I check the butt also. Oh, now I noticed that I forget to wipe the dust out from the butt. I wouldn't be too worried about it anyways. Okay, now I left this for drying. Just try to find a place for it. So 30 minutes to touch, 24 hours to usable condition. And then I take my second new rod. It's Icon Products D series, which means dry fly series. I'm excited about this one. I take the handle part rest goes to the tube for safety measure. Take the plastic. Yes, I could move it a little bit. What's the blank and what's everything? Here goes the plastic. Okay, like I said that maybe it's best to take out of the dust with a moist towel. So I get the moist towel. I don't want to wet it too much, so yes, just a bit. And take everything extra out. And there's corkwood reel sheet. Carefully take that part also. Okay, and same process. I do a little mixing because there's this my water sealer experiments. I'm glad I survived for that. I was kind of not much speaking at one point because I started to be nervous how it goes. Okay, I see a little bit dusty. And most parts I want the corkwood to be dry. I'd rather put this on dry surface. Okay, and then I said that I'm turning this rod towards me, but now I noticed in this case I'd rather roll it away from me. So that tells that don't believe everything I say. Okay, now it seems to go better. I don't know what I did differently, or is it so much difference in the cork? I don't believe so. I think they are both quality grade corkwood. Okay, I even surprised myself. I already did the main portion. And then I do the little details. I don't want to touch the blank or much of the rod. Of course I can wipe it afterwards. Okay, that's enough. Now I can see that there's pretty much sealer on the rod. Maybe I try to dry the brush a bit. Okay, then that's a couple of good rounds. I don't think it matters that much, but just in case I take quick extra. One straight round and then I set bit angle and start advancing towards the butt end. I think this brings also the colors, and then I can straighten up and at least one full round. Okay, I'm extra satisfied. This looks good. Let's see, I haven't done this detailed reset parts. Well, now we can put cover on that. Of course, in every product I advise you to read the label, and of course there's big caution signs. That's why I use the gloves, and usually if I wasn't speaking I would use respiration protection also, but I hope the views go up and I put some extra rounds for the air conditioner. And of course the kids are not home. I wouldn't do this in the living room if the kids were here. Okay, it's possible to use smaller brush also, but I manage it with this one. With big brush, and then I can take clean paper and wipe the extras off. Yes, now I got every piece. Oh, I think this paper is clean enough. Then I check the metal parts. Okay, and not too much the stuff, so if I leave it to dry it goes eventually, or eventually, not eventually, around the rod. Of course I can leave it to dry like 10-15 minutes and then I go and turn half around, but I don't think it's necessary. Okay, so I hope this gives longer life to my cork handle, and one big part that it's aesthetically more pleasable because the handle stays, or the look stays cleaner. I can pick couple rods when where I have done this process earlier, and I can show it to you. Just a sec. Okay, here's one of my lake rods. I have done decent amount trips after the sealing, at least one season I can say. And you can see it looks nice, looks clean, and it feels nice. So this is the process I dare to recommend. Okay, that's all from me for today. Thanks for your patience to check this video to the end, and tight lines for upcoming season. Bye!